Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to record your screen or stream your screen when you're using lossless scaling and frame generation. Now that frame generation video is actually done quite well, so thank you very much. But a lot of people are asking me how I actually recorded the frame generation frames, as things like OBS and Video Shadow Play don't work. OBS will work and we're going to be using that in this video, but there's a bit of fiddling around that we're going to have to do, but it won't take too long. It's super simple. Let's get right into it. Alright, so here we are in OBS. Now first things first, what I recommend is, as you can see, to capture my screen I'm using a display capture here. Now if you don't already have OBS and you don't already have a display capture set up with all the correct recording settings in output and then recording here, you can see what I'm using, and then there's audio, video, all this stuff that you might want to set up. If you haven't done all of that already, then do go watch a video on how to do that. There's plenty on YouTube on how to do that, so get that set up, get regular display capture up and running, working nice and smooth, and then come back to this video. Now if you already have it working, what you want to do to get lossless scaling to work is, first of all, we obviously want to open lossless scaling, as you can see. Now, we don't want to minimize it, okay? We just want to click off the screen, okay? So just click it so it goes back into the background, but don't minimize it, if that makes sense. Next, you want to create a game capture, as you can see here. So I already have one, but you can do that by clicking Add Source, Game Capture, and then just click OK. Once you have the game capture, okay, obviously it will be visible, as you can see here. You can double click it to go into properties. Now what you want to do is select the mode to capture specific window and find lossless scaling, as you can see there. So you can select all the apps you have open. You want to select lossless scaling, and all of this can be on default. Click OK, and now we have a game capture. Make sure it's on top. You can just drag it around, as you can see here. Make sure it is on top, like that, of the display capture. Now, next we want to do is, again, don't open lossless scaling now. Okay, now what we want to do is go into X-Plane, and once you're in X-Plane, hit the keybind, okay, to enter frame generation. So Control-Alt-S, and as you can see now, it has come up on screen. You guys in the recording should be able to see the frame generation as well, as you can see. And when you tab back into your OBS window, now I can't show this, and I'm going to explain why. When you guys tab back into your OBS window, you'll see that your preview window will still be on X-Plane, and it'll be frozen at the last frame that was generated. So one downside to this is that, say if you're streaming currently and you tab out of X-Plane to go and do something else, the frame will pause where it is, and the stream will essentially, in terms of the video, will pause. Now obviously your audience can still hear you talking, etc., but the actual visuals will pause for a second until you tab back into your X-Plane, which can be somewhat annoying, especially if you're on a single monitor when you're trying to stream. But if you guys are just trying to, record your landings, etc., then this will work beautifully for you guys. And the other thing, you'll know that this is working when you tab into your OBS and look at the preview window. In the top left, you will see this FPS counter. If this FPS counter does not show up in your OBS preview, then it's not been done correct. Now, as you can see, all you guys can see is lossless scaling on the screen. That's because I tabbed into lossless scaling. Now, if you do that and open lossless scaling whilst you have this game capture on, it will do this. Obviously, you don't want to show your audience just lossless scaling. They can't see X-Plane right now. So, if this does happen, to fix this, and I know you guys can't see what I'm doing on the screen right now, but you will shortly, is click on the eye icon on the game capture, and that will hide it. Now you can see we're back to regular display capture, and you can see exactly what I'm doing, okay? Re-enable it, and then just simply go into X-Plane, and if you have frame gen running, just turn it off, turn it back on. With the keybinds, takes literally 2 seconds, and we're back, as you can see. So you do need to monitor your OBS, especially if you're recording a long flight, just every now and then check in with it, make sure it's not reverted to just showing lossless scaling on the screen. Alright, so I know this method isn't perfect, but it does work. I'm using it in my streams. Once you get used to it, it's completely fine. I'm recording with it right now, as you can see, and I do stream with it as well with no issues. So if you did like this video, do hit the thumbs up, do subscribe if you haven't already. It really does help out the channel. If anyone has any issues with this, feel free to leave a comment underneath this video, or you can join my Discord and leave a post there. We have a dedicated Explain and Microsoft Flight Sim help section, and I'm always happy to help. So thank you all very much for watching, and I shall see you in the next one.